Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing all of my August beauty favorites and it feels like a pajama party because I just lit my new candle and I'm wearing these silky pajamas which were sent over complimentary from Lily Silk, and I have partnered with Lily Silk today to share some of my silk favorites. But I want to begin with hair. I styled my hair a bit different today, you can maybe tell. It's looking a little bit voluminous. I did Velcro rollers for the first time. I've been trying this style and I think it turned out okay. They're starting to fall a little bit. It's still a bit poofy, but not bad for a first try. I have a few other hair discoveries last month that have been a game changer for me. The number one being this Chris Appleton and Colorwell Money mask for super glossy, expensive looking hair. I am a connoisseur of hair masks. I feel like I've tried them all because I've been coloring my hair for years now and I'm always looking for the best mask on the market. This has been sitting. It's a crime because I did not try this sooner. It's been sitting underneath my sink and finally I emptied out one of my old Kerastase masks, I believe. Something that I really liked. Oh, you know what I finished? I finished one of my Olaplex masks. And so I just immediately put this into rotation. The first time I used this mask, it blew me away. It has an incredible smell, first of all, but it has the most interesting goopy texture. Oh, the smell is amazing. When you kind of scoop it out with your hands and you begin slathering it on your hair, you know that it's different. It's not a typical rich cream. It's more like a gel, gluey, goopy texture. It is so strange, but it just glides on your hair and it makes your hair feel so soft and detangles. Instantly detangles your hair. If your hair gets tangled really easily, or if it's maybe a bit more coarse, damaged, you have to try this mask. I'm probably about halfway through this mask already because I really do slather this all over my head. I make sure I leave no strand behind. As soon as I finish this, no question, I will replace it. This was sent to me complimentary, but I will personally restock this time and time again because it is so nice. And I think you can really tell a difference. I have two other hair items here, and these are both from Lily Silk. We have the Silk Scrunchie and the Silk Sleep Bonnet, and these are both to help protect your hair against damage. I never tie my hair in a ponytail anymore, unfortunately. I'm so afraid of getting damage right in this area. I'll generally either twist it or just braid it down. If I'm working out, I'll either use a clip to clip it up or I'll just braid the hair, and then I always tie with a silk scrunchie, especially if I'm going to bed. But then you also have this Silk Sleep Bonnet, which you can throw over your head. This goes really comfortably right around here. I always move it back a little bit so I don't get any lines on my face. So you can kind of move it right past your hairline, and then your hair can just fall and be in this really nice silk. It's basically a pillowcase for your hair. That way, when you're tossing and turning at night, we sleep for 8 hours, hopefully 8 hours. It's bound to happen. Your hair isn't getting all frizzy and messed up. You're not getting all of the friction from the pillow or the pillowcase. I am now convinced that sleeping in silk is one of life's finest luxuries. It's the smallest thing, but it keeps you really cool at night. The material is so just soft and silky. I love this color. It's nice and breathable. I find that I don't really sweat at all because it keeps me nice and cool, but warm and cozy and insulated all at the same time. So I absolutely love this pajama set. And Lily Silk now has an incredible range of washable silk items, which is even better because they're beautiful. It still has the luxurious feel of silk, but the items are a little bit easier to care for. And then the last thing they sent over is one of their beautiful silk slip dresses. I think this is my second color that I own, but I absolutely love this deep kind of Bordeaux wine shade of red. The mulberry silk they use is the highest quality. Their dyes, all of their materials are sustainably sourced. Their packaging is eco-friendly. And since I've partnered with Lily Silk today, I do have a promo code. It's ErinTV12. It will get you an additional 12% off their website. I will make sure all of these products are linked down below in the description box, so make sure you check it out. Now let's get into the makeup, starting with the new Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. This is incredible. It has skincare ingredients like hyaluronic acid, coconut water, peptides. It has a few other ingredients in there, but what I love most about this concealer is that it is so buildable, creamy, and easy to blend. You can just dab, dab, dab a little bit with your finger on a no makeup day when you're just running out the door, and it looks like your skin. Just brightens. It covers the under eye circles, and then you can get out the door. Or if you need to build it up a little bit, if you're doing a full face of makeup, I am wearing this today, you can build and build and build this concealer as much as you want. Get as much coverage out of it as you want, and it is never going to look cakey. It is never going to crease on you. It's not going to give you any issues. I've never used a concealer like that. I did a full review and tutorial of my new concealer technique for brighter under eyes. I will link the video down below in case you missed it. But if you are somebody with really dry under eyes, if you struggle with creasing, crepiness, if it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how little product you use, if it still looks like you have a lot of concealer and cakiness right underneath your eye, I would recommend checking out this concealer. It is truly illuminating and smoothing, and it just looks like your skin. Along with the Too Faced concealer, I've been using the Too Faced setting spray. This is the Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I picked this up on a whim. I just happened to be waiting in line at Sephora, and it was right there at checkout. That's where they get you. And I think it was maybe 20 bucks or less, so I just went ahead and added this to my purchase. But I really like it, and I think this makes a huge difference when using the concealer if you try my new technique. But even just to set the makeup for the day, to use it to prime the skin, I think this is really nice. I've been so happy with this. I'm almost done with it, actually. It's kind of nice to try the smaller size, and that way you know whether or not you like it. You can invest in the full size product. I have a few other setting sprays I want to go through first, but I would definitely replace this and go for the bigger size. Although I might replace the smaller size too for travel. Kind of perfect for just throwing in your bag or throwing in a travel bag. Similar to the concealer trick, but if you're ever doing your makeup and perhaps you've applied way too much cream bronzer or way too much cream blush, maybe the Rare Beauty blush that is so intense, and you're struggling to blend it out, go ahead and either spritz this directly on your face, or you can spritz this on your makeup brush to help blend. It's not going to completely break up the makeup, but it does kind of soften things up a bit. It makes things a little bit more pliable, so you can go through back and you can fix your makeup. That's another great use for this. Another complexion product that I really like is from Chantecaille. It's the Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint. This was sent to me complimentary, and I've only used it a handful of times. I am using it today. I really like the texture of this primer. So it's meant to go on either underneath makeup or you can use it alone. And it gives the skin luminosity, but a very light rose tint. And it just kind of leaves you looking healthy, glowing, fresh-faced. It's beautiful for brides. It's very ethereal. Gives you that angelic makeup look, which I think is really beautiful for springtime, but also beautiful for winter. It's kind of Elsa from Frozen, like snow princess makeup. Very beautiful on the skin, and it has a really interesting gel texture. It is so lightweight, so it doesn't feel like you're adding weight to your makeup underneath, but it definitely hydrates the skin, so it's a really great primer beneath foundation. You can see on one hand where I've applied a little bit of the product, the skin is radiant, reflective, looks very luminous and fresh, but not necessarily like I have makeup on. And then the other hand just looks like normal skin. I tried 2 mascaras in August. One of them I love, the other one I hate. So let's talk about the one I love first. This is from Makeup Forever. It's the Professional. I was turned off by the step 1, step 2 because I thought it was going to be really gimmicky. The step 1 brush is very slim. This is more of a lash separator. It's not really going to distribute a lot of product, but you can't skip it. So the key is to go in with the step 1 brush first, separate all of the lashes, and then you go in with step 2, which is still nice and tapered, so it works really well for the inner lashes, the lower lash line, and this brush is a little bit bulkier. So this is the heavy duty. It goes through, it coats all of the lashes, but you end up with a really beautiful, nicely fanned, fluffy lash, which is what I prefer. So this mascara, amazing. 10 out of 10. It's a little extra work, so I'm still not sure it's really going to replace one of my current favorites, but I'll give it to them. It's an amazing mascara. The end result is beautiful. I cannot say the same for the new Noir Allure mascara from Chanel, unfortunately. This bummed me out. Now, I've used this several times since my initial review because I kind of thought to myself, am I just being picky? Am I bringing the drama where there is none? Am I hungry? Is that the problem? So I used this the next day, and I did one eye with the Noir Allure, the other eye with the Gucci mascara. That Gucci mascara is old. I've been using it now for months. This is a brand new mascara, and I still felt like the Gucci looked so much better. I'm going to insert some pictures. I took some really close-up video and pictures. The video is a little bit scary, but I'm going to show you. This was right after my initial review. Brand new mascara, first application, and I had had it on at this point for maybe an hour. Now, I would expect my lashes to maybe look a little bit flaky if it was an older mascara, if it was towards the end of its life, or perhaps I had been wearing it all day, I was outside, I was sweating, I was running errands, and I come home after a 10-hour day out and about. Then I could understand my lashes not looking so great, but when you look really close, and I am being nitpicky, but this is a $45 mascara, $42, $45 mascara, so yeah, I'm gonna be picky. When you look up close, the mascara formula itself is clumpy. I don't know. I've heard kind of mixed feedback. A lot of people actually said they didn't really care for it. Some people really like the mascara. I love the wand. I love the packaging. It's the formula. I was convinced that this was meant to be a fiber mascara. Do you remember when those were all the rage? And it had the little fibers to kind of add bulk and volume to the lashes, and you ended up with hairy spider legs. That's what this does to my lashes. The second day, when I wasn't filming and I had the chance to kind of go at my own pace, look really close in the mirror, very close, get every little detail, it looked better. It looked better. I'll use it. I don't feel like this is a complete waste. It's not like I'll never grab this mascara, but I could not recommend it. It's not one of the better mascaras in my collection. Now, the good news is I really love the rest of the Chanel Fall collection this year. In fact, I would say, mascara aside, this is probably one of the stronger fall collections from Chanel in a long time. This eyeshadow palette, I wasn't going to get it. You convinced me to go ahead and pick it up, and I'm so glad I did. I am wearing this on my eyes today. This is the 58 Intensité palette. If you already have warm memories, you don't need this because it's basically warm memories with a really pretty gold, kind of a beigey sandy gold versus the peach. But I do still think it is a very soft, wearable, a little bit more muted eyeshadow palette. I think these colors are really perfect for fall, and you can do a lot with it. Today I went on the lid with this one. So my eye look is a little bit deeper instead of the gold, and then I did pop a little bit of gold right in the center, but I basically did the same eye look from my review. It's a gorgeous palette, and I can see myself getting a lot of use out of it. But the palette I recommend. The nail polishes are beautiful. I only picked up 5 of the 12 shades, so I didn't have them all to share with you. I did upload a YouTube short as well as an Instagram reel. I posted on TikTok, all of the places. If I had to choose 2 favorites, it would be these. This is 945 Emotion, and I also really like 953 Essential. It's hard to choose favorites. I love them all, but this is what I painted my nails with today. And I just think it's a really beautiful, kind of deep nude. I love this color for fall. And I imagine if I went through my lipstick collection, I probably have several shades of lipstick that would be the perfect match. I didn't do my toes yet, but I'm going to paint my toes this color next. I just think that is so pretty. And I think when I start wearing more of my fall colors, camels and creams, mixing neutrals, pumpkin spice colors, this is going to be really pretty on the nails as well. So a huge fan of those 2 shades. I also like all of the lipsticks. It's impossible to choose favorites. I chose 5. 194 Sensibility is one of my favorites. This is the pinkiest of the nudes. And it looks pretty peachy pink in the swatch. On the lip, I would say this does translate to a pinky nude. When mixed with your natural lip color, it will look a little bit deeper. This is 195 Mise à Nu. This is a really beautiful, slightly deeper neutral nude. Kind of the perfect everyday nude. And then a Demi Mo, that's the one I think I've worn the most so far. This is 196. I threw this on today. When you compare these two, a Demi Mo looks a lot pinker, when you compare a Demi-Mo to Mademoiselle, it's more neutral. So I would say these three are probably the ones that I've worn the most. I've been kind of rotating through them all lately. I'm gonna wear them all. They're nude lipsticks. They're beautiful. I'm not mad at this collection at all. I could see why some people would look at it and think, oh great, nude lipsticks, nude nail polishes. Not exactly groundbreaking, but for Chanel, because they've never traditionally had a great nude selection, this is actually pretty incredible. I have a few products left. Next I have this Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. I picked up the shade Light and I really like this. Last month I don't feel like I had enough time to really use it, but this is what I'm wearing on my face today and I've been using it quite a bit and I think it just leaves a really beautiful, slightly gold sheen to the skin. It's kind of the perfect bronzer highlighter. It's really great for more minimal makeup when you're not going through all of the steps and you just want to dust a little something on your face, give your face a little bit of color. I think this is perfect. It is so pretty. I wish I had picked this up in a deeper shade. I might end up purchasing a deeper shade just to see what the difference is. And then I also really like the new Lovefest palette from Huda Beauty. I've used this a handful of times, but I think the colors are so pretty for fall. I also really like the fragrance, Lovefest Burning Cherry. It's gorgeous. If you like a smoky cherry fragrance, definitely recommend checking out. Great for fall as well. These colors are so interesting because I would never have put this color combination together, but somehow it works and it's a little bit wearable for fall, but then you have some funky colors in there as well. So it's a pretty versatile palette. I like the sparkly shades. The glitter I probably won't get a ton of use out of, although it does look really nice on the lid. I really like the marble shadow. I want to say I've only used maybe one other Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, and I remember liking it, but I wasn't overly blown away. I'm not sure if she's changed her formula over the years, but the quality of these eyeshadows, how easy they are to work with, how easy they are to blend, it is noticeable. These shadows are really high quality. They're super pigmented and blendable, and that's really why I love this palette. And the very last thing I want to talk about, because I've received a few questions lately and I haven't talked about this in a while, is my lash serum. I've been using Babe Lash for years now. I would have to double check when I first started using it, but it's been a really long time. I've tried others in between and I don't really like anything as much as Babe Lash. It absolutely works. You have to be consistent with it. So I make this part of my evening routine. I do all of my skincare, brush my teeth, I do my lash serum, I do my lip mask. You know, you have to make sure you work it in there so that you don't forget, but it definitely does help improve the length of your lashes. So this is what the old tube looked like. They changed their packaging. They actually lowered the price instead of raising it, but they say it's the exact same serum. So I actually have a little bit left in this one, but when I'm finished with this, I'll use this tube. They've started selling so many other products that they changed the name. It's actually Babe Original, but I use the Essential Serum. The ingredients are the key ingredients, so you can look them up: biotin, amino acids, and panthenol. So that is what is going to help lengthen your lashes, and I definitely notice longer lashes, longer, thicker lashes. Sometimes I'll stop using it for a few weeks, and I notice that my lashes go back to normal, so it is something that you have to continually use. But as long as you make it part of your evening routine, it's really easy to do. I might as well show you the candle I lit. This is the first time I've used this candle. It's from Mise en Cire, and it has a fig scent. It smells so nice. I also have the fig diptyque candle in the back. I love the scent of fig. Fig candles, fig fragrance, I love it all. But this smells really good. I'm a huge fan. At first, I couldn't really smell anything, and then I walked out to greet my husband. He came home from work, and I walked back in the room and I was like, oh yes, no, it does smell really nice. But it's not overpowering, which I really like. And that completes my August favorites. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. If you have any favorite products that you loved last month, definitely drop them in the comments. I would love to check out all of your recommendations. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be listed down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.